Hey, what's going on, you guys? It's your boy 3 Stacks in this thing. I got some good information for you. Really some good news. Now remember how I was talking about Jank Day in a couple videos? It's something that we're taking very seriously. Like, really serious. Basically, my team, we're gonna start doing this segment that's gonna be quite often, at least once or twice a week, where we take really underrated cards, make a deck out of them, but the rule is the deck can't look like an actual deck. What do I mean by that? I mean, you can't take Swap Frog, Duke Frog, Ronin Toadin, and all the Paleozoic traps and be like, I just made a deck. That deck's been already made. You can't take Wind Witches and Invoke and be like, oh, I just made a Wind Witch Invoke. It can't be meta, and it also can't be so many cards from a deck that deck starts to look like it. For example, if I took 13 Shaddoll monsters and be like, I'm gonna make a Shaddoll this, that, and the other, that's too much Shaddoll, so now it looks like a Shaddoll deck. So what we have to do is make an original deck. It has no name. For example, a Synchro deck. I made a Fiend deck. My homeboy made a Paranites deck. Somebody else made a rank 4 spam deck. That's a simple, you know, like, there's no way to name it because it's just a bunch of cards that work. We're working with scraps. But because we're taking this so serious, we actually created jank format. Not just Jank Day, but jank format. This is going to be really fun for the casual players and for the people who miss how Yu-Gi-Oh used to be, because we created our own ban list and we banned every single new broken powerful card. So without further ado, I'm going to go over our ban list. We created our own and I'm going to show you exactly what's going on. It's a lot of information. So cards that are banned for jank format, you will never see these played. When we make our jank decks and do a video where, for example, where we duel or just do deck profiles on our jank decks, you will never see any of these cards. Starting off, Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring, banned. Solemn Strike, banned. Twin Twisters, banned. Raigeki, banned. Masterpiece, the True Draco Slaying King, banned. True King of All Calamities, banned. Baguska, banned. Jolin Lockbird, banned. Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit, banned. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna stop saying banned after that. These are all the cards that are banned. Maxi, Galaxy Cyclone, Raw Spear Mode. We banned every single kaiju. No kaijus are allowed. Not even Kaiju Slumber. They're all banned. Utopia the Lightning, banned. All meta decks, basically, we're doing this. We're going to say D-Barrier is banned. Imperial Order. Anti-Spell Fragrance, that's banned as well. Winter Cherries, banned. Scapegoats. Gofu. Evenly Matched. Of course we banned Evenly Matched. That's an unfair card. Floodgate Trap Hole. That's a card that people sleep on, but it's banned. Brain Control, Creature Swap, Mind Control, all of them are banned. Cypher Node Omega, ABC Buster Dragon, Spiral Double Helix. All three of those boss monsters are banned. Omega seemed... we were kind of wishy-washy on it, but we were like, nah, we're banning Omega. Union Hanger is freaking banned. Not even that one. Spiral Sleeper, banned, of course. Flying Sea, Instant Fusion, Retaliating Sea. Herald of Perfection is banned! Herald of Perfection is banned! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh no! Banlist reactions. Banlist reactions. Oh my god. Herald of Ultimateness is banned. Pantheism of the Monarchs is banned. Vanity's Fiend, Majesty's Fiend, and Vanity's Ruler are all banned cards. Dragonic Diagram is on the ban list. It's banned at 0. Magical Meltdown's banned. Invocation is banned. Trigate Wizard is banned. Borlow Dragon is banned. We banned Totally Awesome. We banned Time Pendulum Graph, Wisdom Eye, Double Iris Magician, Time Star Magician, Star Pendulum Graph, Harmonizing Magician. All of those cards for the Magician archetype are all banned. 0. You can't even play one of them. We also hit the Trickstars. We banned Licorice and Condina and Trickstar Light Stage. We did not ban Trickstar Reincarnation, though, and Lilybell, so y'all can do something with that. We banned True King's Return. We banned True Draco Heritage. Infernoid, Deviati, Anunchu, and Decatron. All three of those Infernoid monsters are banned. Mistake is banned. Solemn Warning is banned. Ultimate Conductor Tyranno, gone. He's out of here. All the Magical Musketeers, every single one of them, banned. 0. Unending Nightmare, banned. Royal Decree, Mask of Restrict, Skill Drain, Artifact Sanctum, Artifact Scythe, all banned. Mooling Glacier, the Elemental Lord, banned. Cyber Dragon Infinity, Arc Lord Christia, Goals in Match, Rivalry of Warlords, Odd Eyes Vortex Dragon, Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon. All of these cards are banned. Can you believe how many cards we freaking banned? Dude, our format's crazy, man. All the cards that people don't like. We wanted to do this for the casual players, right? Because all these cards that I named, basically everybody hates these. Nobody likes Totally Awesome. Nobody likes Ash Blossom and Joy Spring. Nobody likes Masterpiece. Nobody likes Spiral Double Helix. Nobody likes ABC Buster Dragon. Nobody likes Omega. People like playing the cards, but they don't like playing against them. These are all overpowered and overwhelming cards. We did not want to have a broken tier 0 format. We can make this format tier 0 by playing cards to the best of their ability. For example, a simple mystical space typhoon. We're gonna remind you guys what a freaking Misty looks like. So to do so, we banned Twin Twister and Galaxy Cyclone and said, look here, go back to your roots. Misty used to be a thing. We're bringing Misty back, okay? We're bringing Misty back and Dust Tornado. Let's get it. Those are all the cards that are banned. Absolutely not a single copy can be seen in our jank format. If you guys agree with this, let me know. If you feel like we banned too many cards, let me know. Me and my team kind of agreed on like all these cards being way too one-sided. What does that mean? It's very simple. They're one-sided. If you have this card, you're winning too much. Herald of Perfection, I love that monster, but I couldn't be selfish. I had to think overall, see the big picture. You can't have Herald of Perfection in jank format because with Kaiju's banned and Solemn Strike banned, Herald is just basically going to run rampant and be unstoppable. So we had to ban Herald of Perfection. It was like the legislative branch, the executive branch, and the judicial branch. All powers are checking each other. So if we ban one card, we had to ban another card that, like that was a perfect example, Herald. When we banned something like Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring, we had to ban the cards that it hits so heavily, because if we ban Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring and leave all the cards that it would hit off of the list, then they just can run rampant. The same thing with Buster Dragon. We were like, instead of hitting Winter Cherries being more versatile, let's just hit some of the best targets so that Winter Cherries can still be played. But you know what? Actually, Winter Cherries is on the list. I forgot to mention it. I actually overlooked it. We banned Winter Cherries as well. She's right here, Winter Cherries, right under Anti-Spell Fragrance. This is my handwriting. We banned Winter Cherries. I'm sorry, because we also looked at that as a one-sided card. If you're playing a deck where your best go-to monster is from your extra deck and you cherish that, it's just like you're done. So we banned all the broken cards. Now we're going to move forward to the jank format off the list cards. These are cards that we took off of the ban list for our format ourselves. So some of these cards are actually banned, and we're only going to play them for jank format because we know that they're banned already. So we're doing that only between each other for our team. We're never going to take this to a locals. So starting off, since we took so many prevalent and dominating cards off, we wanted to balance it out, sort of mitigate it by taking a couple cards off that we saw haven't seen playing in years. These cards have not been seen either at 3 or at 1 or just period. They have not been seen played. And like I said, we're reaching out to the casual players, right? So there's some of y'all out here who are like, dude, I've been wanting this card off the ban list forever and it still hasn't came off. So we're going to let you see these cards off the ban list. Also drop in the comment section below. If you think there's a card that's on the ban list right now that you want to come off, we will take that card off for you and we will showcase it in a duel so everybody can recognize this card is on the ban list for a reason once again. So we're going to start off. We put Pot of Greed at 3. Yes, we put Pot of Greed at 3. We did. We put Upstart Goblin at 3. We brought Monster Reborn back to 1. We brought Super Polymerization back to 3. Shaddolls are doing their thing now. Preparation of Rites is at 3. Herald of Perfection's banned, so it's not really going to make too much of a difference for me, and I'm sad about that, but we have to be fair. Stratos! We brought Elemental Hero Stratos back! Stratos is back! Bro, Stratos is at 3. Woo! Let's get it! Hey, Stratos, he's back! My boy's finally back. Oh, Stratos, I know, man. We need to pour the red carpet on the ground and welcome him back into the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Stratos is at 3! Limiter Removals at 3. Shockmaster is at 1. Exaton Knight is at 1. Daigusto Emerald, we put him to 2. Laval Chain is at 1. We put Set Rotation back to 3. Why do we do that? Because Union Hangers banned, Dragonic Diagrams banned, Magical Meltdowns banned, Trickstar Light Stage is banned. Can you imagine how many broken field spells are out now? We banned all the broken field spells. You get what I'm saying? So because of that, we said Set Rotation isn't doing much. It can help you to get to your field spell faster, and you can play the Zephyr target or whatever to lock your opponent from field spells, but all of our jank decks don't even run field spells. So we were like, Set Rotation, let's put it to 3. We're probably not going to do anything with this card anyways. We ban every broken field spell, so it's not like it's going to lock you out from something. We just decided, hey, let's put it to 3. We brought Construct back, bro. Construct is at 3. Woo! Construct is back. We brought Construct back. We said, you know what? Construct is not as one-sided as Totally Awesome, Masterpiece, Calamities, Baguska, Omega, Buster Dragon. Dude, it's just not that one-sided. It's not even as one-sided as a Spiral Sleeper equipped with Last Resort. or whatever his name is. So we said, you know what, Construct deserves to come back. We brought Construct back at 3. We put Ultimate Offering at 3, bro. We did it. We took Bionic, Trishula, and Gungnir all off the list. We took Blackluster, Soldier, Envoy, Beginning off the list. He's at 3. We put Card Trooper to 3. We put Necroface to 3. We put Thunder King Ryo to 3. We took El Shaddai Fusion off the list. Some of these cards, you could say they're good, but they're not even nowhere near as broken or powerful as any of the cards that we banned. You just heard every single card we banned. We banned every powerful one-sided card and decided to take off some older cards that really wouldn't have done much in our competitive format anyways, and we decided to make them the go-tos for jank format. So we basically replaced some of the power that we lost with other cards that are older and less powerful and, you know, not one-sided. So yeah, Bionic, Trishula, and Gungnir are off the list. Why? Because they're not going to do much in our jank format anyways. Trishula being at 3 doesn't make a difference. There's not very many decks except maybe Dark Synchro, which isn't even allowed in our format because Omega's gone. It's just like, that's probably the only deck that can summon multiple Trishulas. But aside that, again, Necroface and Thunder King Ryo are at 3. We took El Shaddai Fusion off the list, it's at 3. We put Torrential Tribute to 2. Why do we put Torrential Tribute to 2? Because we banned Raigeki and we banned Interrupted Kaiju Slumber, and Dark Hole's still at 1. So playing one board wipe, we felt that wasn't fair. So instead of keeping Slumber and Raigeki, we decided to put Torrential Tribute at 2. And it's not as one-sided because you'll have to kill your monster sometimes to resolve it. So it's basically like you're playing 3 Dark Holes, 2 in the form of a trap. We saw that as much more fair. Torrential Tribute was at 1. All we did was took 1 more off the list. Reinforcement of the Army is at 3. We put Reasoning to 3, 1 for 1 to 3, Monster Gate to 3, Future Fusion to 2. E-Telly is at 3. Telly Dad may become a thing. We also took Dark Arm Dragon off the list. Dark Arm Dragon is at 3. You're going to see a lot of old jank decks coming back into our meta, our jank format, our jank meta. Book of Moon and Compulsory Evacuation Device are at 3. Why are these spells and traps at 3? Book of Moon and Compulse. That's not fair. No, it's totally fair. Who plays Compulse anyways? What, the one Paleo deck? Who plays Book of Moon anyway? These are cards that aren't even prevalent right now. People aren't playing them. We want to remind y'all what the basic staples used to be. Book of Moon, Compulse, Bottomless, Torrential. What happened to those? What happened to them? We don't know. We're going to bring them back. Foolish Burial, we put this card at 3. We put Tour Guide of the Underworld back at 3. We brought Return from the Different Dimension. We put it up. We took it off the list. We put it at 3. We brought back Spellbook of Judgment. We brought back Pot of Average at 2. We put Kaiser Coliseum at 2. We put Chicken Game at 3. We took Confiscation off the list and put it to 2. We put Chaos Emperor Envoy of the End at 3. We took all the Dragon Rulers off of the list. All of them. Blaster Redox, Tempest Title, they're off. They're at 3. Super Rejuvenation's at 3. And Heavy Storm is at 1. Go ahead and let us know your honest opinion and thoughts of our jank format. What you think of our ban list. If you feel like we should have banned more cards, let us know. We did ban a lot of cards. I think at least 100 cards got banned. Yes, we took off some cards as well because we needed a larger pool of cards at access to make our decks at least, you know, I would say at least good. Not like extremely, you know, broken in tier 0, but we wanted to make them at least good enough to have a good old competitive jank format. We definitely want to just take us back to the roots. The roots of Yu-Gi-Oh is just having fun, creativity. Some of the older decks that are kind of got nerfed on the ban list, we wanted to bring them back because they're old, they're not that strong anymore, and they've always been fun. It's just a reminder of what Yu-Gi-Oh used to be, because we feel like Yu-Gi-Oh, it's kind of like going to just a different dimension, man. It's just like, it's not the same. It really isn't. And it's not saying Yu-Gi-Oh's bad or not fun. It's very fun. It's always going to be fun. But especially if you play Yu-Gi-Oh for a long time, I know that you feel how I feel. Sometimes I really miss just some of the old cards. I'm like, man, I miss playing Misty. So since we can't really play Mystical Space Typhoon in a freaking tier 0 format, we're like, let's make the format not as broken so we can play some of these older cards again and give them a chance to shine. Let's give Dust Tornado a chance to shine. Let's, you know, let's give Thunder King Ryo a chance to shine. Let's, you know, let's do something really, really interesting. Let's give Compulse and Book of Moon their spotlight. Let's remind people, let's see, let's go back. Let's remind people about the El Shaddai construct. Let's go ahead and bring back Shockmaster to 1. Shockmaster is probably the most broken rank 4 that ever existed. And we said, let's play Shockmaster again. Since we've lost Totally Awesome, Buster Dragon, Cypher Lord Omega, Cyber Dragon Infinity, Masterpiece, Calamities, Baguska. Since we've lost all these broken negators, let's get at least one negator. So the one, and we took Herald of Perfection and Ultimateness are banned. and Solemn Strike is banned, and Warning. So we're like, we need some kind of negation. So we said for our jank format, since we lost all those boss monsters, we'll put Shockmaster to 1, and Star Seraphs are going to be prevalent again. Give us your honest opinion and feedback. This is the jank format forbidden and limited list, and this was my reaction. The only reaction I had was for Hail to Perfection. Thank y'all so much. Make good choices. Be safe. Enjoy life, my brothers and sisters. We love you. Peace.